Cable rates have been increasing, and one of the challenges for the operator is really you're just a middleman. You're just passing these on. We're with Tom Whitaker of Shentel. Tom, you serve an area of well, why don't you describe where you serve in Virginia?
We're in rural Virginia, southern Virginia, from the western part of Virginia, Lebanon, Virginia, going east over towards the old tobacco and textile area of southern Virginia. Towns like Martinsville, Danville, Roanoke, Lynchburg, Farmville, Virginia, and then going over into southern West Virginia, the coal fields of southern Virginia, McDowell County, Wyoming County, places like Welch, Pineville, really small towns, and then up into central West Virginia, places like Weston, Summersville, and in the Panhandle of Maryland, Garrett County, and Oakland, Maryland.
So these areas aren't wealthy by any means, right? I think you mentioned you have one of the poorest counties in the country.
Well, in West Virginia in particular, McDowell County is an area that's been really hard hit by just the evolution of the economy. That area was timber and then coal, and right now coal is not a great business to be in, and that is the dominant employer in southern West Virginia. So unemployment in McDowell County in particular is over 10%. You get over into Virginia, the economy is a lot better, but demographically we have an older demographic in some of those rural towns. They're not very dense, so it has some unique challenges that only a smaller operator, similar to many of the operators that are here at the ACA Summit, can appreciate.
And so from a perspective of those customers, a $1 increase hurts them a lot. Now, you guys have been educating them about how this is happening, right? Why don't you talk about that program?
Absolutely. And the ACA has been certainly very helpful in helping us to come up with the public relations message that we want to get across to our customers when it comes to two different types of rate increases. The programming increases that come from the cable programmers, the traditional cable guys, but then also retrans. Retrans increases hit us really hard at the end of the year this year, and those are the increases that are accelerating faster than the other programming increases. Now, you think about a typical consumer, they really can't differentiate between TNT's rates going up and their local NBC affiliates' rates going up. But it's definitely two different messages. And when it comes to rebroadcast, most cable companies pass rebroadcast fees through on their bill with no markup. So what we've done is we have telegraphed that punch with the customer and started messaging in November and December that rates are going to be going up and that we're negotiating with the local broadcasters now. Help us send a message to the local broadcaster to keep their rates down. And then we've also been doing cross-channel messaging on the cross-channel that we do control, talking about both programming rate increases going up on cable programming and rebroadcast at the same time. We also put some stuff out on YouTube to let people know what's going on in a long form. We also have said in the cross-channel that if you want to learn more about programming and rebroadcast fees, tune to Digital Channel 101, and we have enough digital capacity to be able to put a long form out there of that cross-channel message. So combined, all those things have helped to suppress anticipated higher churn in the first quarter. It's a little bit better than we thought it was going to be.
Well, and I can imagine, especially the retransmission, rebroadcast, for your market, the demographic, older demographic, they want those broadcast channels, right? So, I mean, that's an important thing for them.
They absolutely do. And as a percentage of your bill, if you're a truly basic cable subscriber, you're going to see a bigger rate increase than somebody that has our most robust high-definition lineup, because rebroadcast fees have gone up much higher and have accelerated faster than other programming fees.
And they really need it because the area you described is very mountainous. The signals, that's why cable was invented, was for areas like yours.
And it's not just broadcast channels can't be received in rural Appalachia and areas of the Blue Ridge Mountains and the Shenandoah Valley where we are. Satellite doesn't work in a lot of those markets too. If you're on the wrong side of the hill, you can't get satellite. So we're a great option in those markets. So it's important that we hold on to that video subbase. And like I said, I'm pretty satisfied with less than anticipated budgeted churn so far this year.
Are you seeing actual results, people actually watching the videos, and are you getting feedback from them and so forth?
Oh, we're getting feedback. It's hard for us to tell whether or not anybody's engaged with the cross-channel stuff that we do. Of course, YouTube, that's all measurable, and we do have a number of people go. It's in the thousands, not in the tens of thousands. We have 52,000 video subscribers. So, I'm satisfied that we've done just about everything we can. And at some point, you have to turn back to your marketing message, right? I mean, at the same time, we need to grow our business, and you have reached a point, and we've reached that point where you really have to kind of sunset that messaging and move on to your marketing campaign.
Well, it does seem like an important tactic, and that other operators could employ as well. So.
Yeah. Well, ACA and the NCTC both have helped provide some guidance to the operators about how they believe the best way to tackle some of these things, and we're kind of locked arms with other operators on this particular issue, and there's been a lot of great best practice sharing going on across the operator base.
Super. Well, Tom, I appreciate your time.
All right.
Thank
pleasure.
you.